The average human lifespan is 79 years. In those 79 years, you might go to college. You might get a job, get married, and buy a house. You might even do something that nobody has ever done before. However, you will also travel roughly 46,136,000,000 miles. The Earth is hurtling through space at about 18.5 miles per second. Since the first humans evolved in Africa about 300,000 years ago, Earth has traveled 175,200,000,000,000 miles. Since Earth's formation 4 billion years ago, Earth has traveled 2,336,000,000,000 miles. That's approximately 397,400 light years. And the time it took Earth to go that distance, it has gone around the Sun 300,000 times. In that time, there have been 300,000 summer and winter solstices. All of the summer solstices in the northern hemisphere have fallen in the month of June, and all of the winter solstices have fallen in December. The dates in 2025 are the summer solstice on June 20th and the winter solstice on December 21st. The Earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. Now, we don't know exactly what caused the Earth to tilt, but the giant impact hypothesis theorizes that a giant Mars-sized planet called Theia collided with Earth roughly 4.4 billion years ago, knocking the Earth 23.5 degrees. This is also what scientists believe formed the Moon. The tilt of the Earth is what causes seasons. When the northern hemisphere is tilted toward the Sun, more of the Sun's rays hit it directly, and it is summer. However, since the Earth goes around the Sun, when the Earth reaches the point where the northern hemisphere is facing away from the Sun, there's the same amount of sun rays hitting the Earth, but it's spread across more of an area, and it's colder. The summer solstice, the longest day of the year, occurs in the northern hemisphere when it's directly facing the Sun. The winter solstice takes place when the southern hemisphere is directly facing the Sun. The Earth is always tilted in the same direction, with the North Pole facing the star Polaris. In between the summer solstice and the winter solstice are the spring and fall equinoxes. They come when there's the same amount of daytime as nighttime. In 2025, March 20th will be the spring equinox, and September 22nd will be the autumnal equinox. The word equinox actually means equal night, equalis being Latin for equal and nox being Latin for night. You may have heard that the summer solstice is the longest day of the year. The summer solstice isn't longer than all the other days, and the winter solstice isn't shorter than all the others either. All days are 24 hours long, since that's how long it takes for Earth to rotate around its axis once. Actually, Earth's day isn't even 24 hours long. One rotation of the Earth takes 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4 seconds. However, the summer solstice has more hours of daylight than any other day, and the winter solstice has the least amount of daylight compared to the rest of the year. This is one reason why the summer is warm and the winter is cold. It's not because the Earth is closer to the Sun in the summer and further in the winter. In fact, the perihelion, which is when the Earth is closest to the Sun, is in January. The aphelion, when the Earth is furthest from the Sun, is in July. The Earth's orbit isn't a perfect circle, but it's very close. The perihelion is when the Earth is roughly 147 million kilometers from the Sun, and the aphelion comes when Earth is about 152 million kilometers from the Sun. The Sun rising and setting at different places in the sky and at different times is because of the tilt as well. You can see this for yourself. Put your hands up to your head like this, and with a lamp or something a few feet in front of you. Then just rotate to the left and you will see what looks like a sunrise and sunset. Your left is the east and your right is the west, and you are seeing things as if you were looking straight up on Earth's surface. Now if you tilt your eyes down slightly, then you are experiencing summer. In the summer, your hemisphere is facing the Sun, so since you are perpendicular to Earth's surface, the Sun appears to be higher in the sky. In the winter, however, your hemisphere is tilted away from the Sun, so the Sun appears to be lower in the sky. Since the Sun reaches a higher point in the sky in the summer, and Earth always rotates at the same speed, the Sun takes longer to reach that point in the sky. The opposite is true in the winter. The Sun's highest point is lower in the sky, so the Sun has a shorter path to go on to reach that point, and there is less daylight. Finally, the reason it's warmer in the summer is again because of the Earth's tilt. In the summer, the sun's rays are hitting the Earth more directly in your hemisphere, so it is warmer. However, in the winter, your sun's rays are not hitting your hemisphere as directly, so it's colder. When the sun is at the zenith, which is the point in the sky that is directly overhead, so for example, it would be right here in this situation, it is the warmest it'll be in theory because the sun's rays are hitting it most directly. However, during sunrise and sunset, the sun's rays come in at more of an angle and it's colder. The same principle applies in the winter. When the sun is lower in the sky, there is more of an angle to the Earth's surface, so there is less heat.